Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are beginning this scene after the previous one in which Alicia and Heinrich went to visit Heinrich's grandmother. Feeling a bit bad about the falling out between Heinrich and his grandmother and the fact that the cookies got wrecked, Alicia has bought a whole load of cookies from the nearest shop for Heinrich. And he is happily stuffing his face with them and completely distracted by them. But they are both walking back towards her house, and at some point she will smell something a bit odd.
You can see sort of half a torso of a man underneath the hood of a car, and he seems to be fiddling around with the engine. The car looks busted to hell. It really does. It's probably about 20 years old and rusted. And there's an older, balding man stood next to him going, "Oh, will you hurry it up? I need to get to work." And the torso of the man's fiddling and, rent.
And smelling that one of them is... Oh, sorry. You were continuing. Seeing that... smelling that one of them is Garu and the other one is not, Alicia kind of tugs on Heinrich's elbow a bit to get him to stop and waits until the situation has been finished. One way or the other. Lisa? Lisa?
Sorry, you're breaking up, Deb. I can't hear you. Repeat what you just said.
Okay. I said that smelling that your character is Garu and the other one is human, she's waiting until the human has gone somewhere or until the Garu is about to go somewhere before introducing anything, interrupting anything. Lisa? You're breaking up a bit. Oh.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Say.
I take it that's your mechanical role? Which definitely looks good.
Can you hear me now?
Not the junker.
Yeah. Especially because I've got mechanical aptitude.
Mm-hmm. So presumably the car starts.
Fiddles around for a few seconds more, and the car starts. Yeah, the car starts. And the guy goes, "Oh, thanks," and hands him over some dollar bills, and you see the man standing up. He's a good-looking chap, although quite dirty, in his early 30s. Goatee beard, sort of bohemian style clothing, lots of rings on his fingers.
And
he
Alicia
scratches his beard a little bit and counts the dollars and looks up because he feels eyes.
Alicia will wave, but she won't. She'll kind of wait to see whether he tries to go away or whether he comes over or. She's clearly watching him.
He sort of looks at you a bit strangely. Yeah, he looks at you a bit strangely because a strange person's waving at him. But he waves back. And then he walks down the street a little bit towards his own car.
And
opens the door, gets in.
Tugging Heinrich slightly, she will follow. and catch up a bit if he doesn't speed up.
No, he's sitting in his car for the minute.
Hi. Where's your buddy?
Excuse me?
Well,
He raises an eyebrow.
the Alpha says we're all supposed to be on the buddy system because of the scary things going on. So where is yours?
I don't have a clue what you're talking about, love. He fiddles around with the radio in his car.
You're not one of the spirally evil people, are you?
He looks at you and frowns a little bit. I think you've had too much of whatever you've been having, and you need to get away from my car now. He starts to wave.
But you're a werewolf. You are, right? I can smell it. Lisa, is he not responding or is there a problem with your connection? I'm just checking. Lisa?
I can't hear you. Well,
Okay, she said, but you're a werewolf, right? I can smell you. And then I didn't hear anything from you afterwards, so I'm not sure whether he's being quiet or... Hello?
he says, "Get in the car."
Okay. And she and Heinrich will get in the back, but she'll make sure that there is no child locks. And he is still busily devouring cookies.
There's a child lock in the back seat.
Well, she'll make sure that it's off.
There's a child lock in the back seat, and there's but you can get in the front if you want, where there's no child lock. Yeah. There's also some kids' stuff in the back seat.
Okay.
Teenagers' magazines, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. In that case, she might get in the front, and Heinrich might get
More
in the
sort
back.
of younger than that, the child's stuff.
Pardon? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really relevant. It's just some like teenage girl stuff. It's quite a messy car. It's a pretty messy car.
Okay.
You know, it's not a clean affair. And the car doesn't. Again, this car doesn't really look like it should work, but it does. And he drives a few blocks to a garage, a rundown-looking garage, and pulls in. Gets out the car, opens up the garage. It's like a mechanic's garage but there's no cars being worked on inside. There's nobody else inside. Just like tools and an office and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks out and he lights a cigarette, which doesn't seem like a good idea around so much fuel, but he doesn't seem to notice. And he raises an eyebrow at you. I'm a what now?
Werewolf? Garou? I can smell it.
He lifts his arm into his armpit. Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Since it all kind of happened, I can smell weird things. I'm quite new to all this. But, I mean, the author said we're all supposed to stay in pairs because of the crazy skinning person. Hello?
Or what to do by anybody? Nobody.
You were breaking up again, Lisa. It's not good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have more technical difficulties, as if yesterday was not bad enough.
Yeah, really bad. Did you hear? Did you not hear what I just said?
Nope, none of it. So what was it that you did say?
Do you want to try and restart this? Start over. Because it's going to be
Okay.
annoying me that it's all uneven.
Oh, I'm Alicia, by the way. And she will hold her hand out. Okay, so Alicia has held her hand out and introduced herself.
Fuck's sake.
Now I heard the swearing, but I don't think that was in character.
Yeah, I'm just getting intermittent lag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate when that happens.
He, he takes her hand. He says, Kane O'Doyle, pleased to meet you.
That's Heinrich, currently making crumbs everywhere. So you said you didn't know about anything?
No, not really. Just
Did
been doing
nobody
my own thing past couple of months.
did nobody kind of come and tell you stuff?
Nope.
Okay. Um I should probably introduce you to some people,
Not one.
if that's okay. Pardon?
Yeah. Miles. He smiles
Great.
at you. Say back about the whole.
Um, so basically, you are a werewolf, and I'm a werewolf, and Heinrich over there is also a werewolf. Um, and they tend to go by the word Garu because it is less obvious. Um, but I'm still getting a bit used to that. And all the werewolfy people tend to hang out in the park, in Central Park. But be careful when you go there because you don't want to upset people, and yeah, people can get angry quite easily. But some of them are really nice.
Fair enough.
So
He tilts his head at you. I didn't know there were girl werewolves. Interesting.
there's a whole bunch of rules, and the first one is that werewolves aren't supposed to get together with other werewolves. Just to say. Because people keep assuming that I'm planning to get together with Andre, and I'm really not planning to.
How do you mean?
And well, the first rule is Garu shall not mate with Garu, because apparently, if two werewolves have a kid together, there ends up being a weird werewolf that is a bit kind of odd. I don't really understand it very much yet, but apparently it's not good. So you're supposed
He
to.
holds his hand up and goes, "Whoa, darling, I've already got a daughter. I don't need any more."
No, I'm not. I don't want any either. I'm just saying because you said about there being girl
Any more
werewolves,
messes?
and I assumed it. I didn't think it was me, but I mean, like before you meet any other girl werewolves.
I was just. Oh, in my family, they always told me that being a werewolf was a boy thing. Maybe just so happens that all the werewolves in my family are men. He shrugs.
So you knew there were werewolves in your family, but you didn't know about alphas?
He shrugs. I don't. I've heard stories, heard tales, but my family don't tend to keep in contact. I mean, I haven't seen my mum or my pa since I was about 14.
Oh. Um. Okay.
Pretty much raised ourselves.
Pardon? Well, My mum died when I was quite young, and I don't know who my father was. So, I don't really know much about my family. But we just went to see Heinrich's grandma, so presumably he stays in touch with them more. Right, I didn't get any of that. Okay, I think you're back. What did you say?
Let's restart this because I want to see whether it works better. Because it's
Okay.
getting on my nerves.
Let's try. We'll try starting all over again. So,
Let me try restarting my internet.
pardon?
I'll